friends, it's Awilda here. Thank you so much for joining me. So as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, we are going to be making shrimp gumbo. My middle daughter Alyssa is in an AP class in high school, and one of the requirements from her teacher was that she needed to find a recipe that she could use that required the skills that she learned in school, such as cutting, measuring, dicing, and as well as cooking. So she decided to try for the first time this shrimp gumbo recipe. In her class, she had to record herself making the meal and show proof that we've had it and tested it out. And so she did give me permission to share this video with you, and I thought that was really cool. So here is her video of her making shrimp gumbo. For the list of ingredients that is needed for this recipe, I am going to share a link as to what recipe she found this from. My family did enjoy it, and to be honest, it was actually quite good. I'm not a big fan of shrimp, and I don't like spicy foods. I'm very sensitive to that, but I did give it a try and a taste, and it was actually really good. But I don't think I would be necessarily making this at a constant, but it is going to be in our family's rotation. My husband and kids really did enjoy the food, and I thought it was nice enough and good enough to share with you guys. So I thought if you guys are into this type of stuff, then definitely give it a try. Right now, Alyssa is making a roux, which is flour and oil, which is something that the recipe required to do. Basically, she took the flour and oil and combined it, mixed it together, and placed it in the oven, and is cooking it for about half an hour, and has to go back and make sure that it's mixed and blended in very well. So every half an hour, about 3 times, she's going to have to check the roux and make sure that it is cooked perfectly. Here she's just removing the tails from the shrimp and making sure that everything is beheaded, detailed, and also cleaned out, so it doesn't have anything on the spine of the shrimp. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe. I share videos for DIYs, home renovation projects, cooking, cleaning inspiration videos, and so much more. So definitely hit that subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you will be notified of when I post another video. And if you know of anyone that likes this type of video and would enjoy my content, definitely share my videos with them. So here Alyssa is just cleaning up her station and getting rid of the pieces that she no longer needs. She washed the shrimp and she's moving on to now cutting and dicing onions, peppers, and tomatoes. Here she is checking on the roux. This is the first half hour. She has to do this 2 more times just to make sure that it is completely combined. So she's just taking a whisk and whisking everything around, making sure everything's combined, and then she's going to place it back in the oven at 350 for about another half an hour. Here Alyssa's just showing you her mad cutting skills that she learned in school. It's actually pretty amazing. Some of the techniques that she's using are actually helping her to kind of keep coordination with cutting and cooking and prepping. I did teach them how to cut, but I'm not a professional, so it is nice to see that some of the techniques that I used in the past has helped them to kind of be a little more in control of the knife and sharp objects in the kitchen. So it made me very proud to see that some of the techniques that I used is something that a teacher was teaching her as well. One of the things that we talked about while she was making dinner was how much cleaning and prep work goes into making a meal for the first time, especially when you're using a recipe. She didn't realize how much work goes into just prepping the meals. If it's a very detailed thing like this, the cutting and then cleaning off your surface and then cutting something else and then cleaning that surface out, she really did appreciate how much work a parent goes into prepping meals for them. So I'm curious, what is your favorite family recipe that you love to make, especially during the fall and winter season? We love having beef stew and kind of a lot of crock pot meals, and it is also fun to sometimes make something new. We usually try new recipes about once a month, and if we love it, it comes into our rotation. But if it's something we didn't really like, then we may change the recipe and try again, or we just completely not try it again if we didn't like it at all. If you do try this recipe, please let me know. Either tag me on Instagram or let me know here in the comments down below that you did try this recipe. I'm just curious to know if you do decide to try it. Let us know what you think of the recipe. Alyssa's very excited to know if anyone out there tries the recipe that she shared, and if there's anything else you would like for her to try. She is very, very into experimenting with different foods and using different techniques. So anything that you can advise her, she would love to hear. Right now, we are just going to be browning the sausages and cooking them according to the directions. At the same time that this is happening, we are checking on the roux. The roux needed about another half an hour, and then it was just time for us to combine everything that she cut and cooked. So the roux is now brown and cooked all the way through. It was about an hour and a half total, just stirring every half an hour until it was fully cooked. And here Alyssa's just combining everything into the Dutch pan that we have. This is a 4-quart Dutch pan. The instructions do require you to have a 6-quart, but it wound up being fine for us to use a 4-quart. We didn't have any issues with it. Now that she combined the onions and peppers, here she's just adding the sausage, the tomatoes, and the seasoning and stirring it together. So here Alyssa's just adding the broth. We did not use the full amount of broth. I think the recipe called for 6 cups, and I think we used about 4 cups. It was just wet enough or thick enough to maintain its flavor and not lose anything. We almost forgot to add the shrimp, and luckily Alyssa remembered that it was chilling in the refrigerator, so she quickly grabbed it and added it towards the end of this video. But everything came out pretty good. We just forgot to add the shrimp until the last minute, in which Alyssa did add it, and then we just stirred it, continued to cook it until the rice was done, and then we were done with everything. Okay guys, that's everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any future recommendations on recipes you'd like for us to try, please leave them down in the comments down below. Until next time guys, I hope you all stay safe, God bless, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye!